Alright guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be talking about how to train for hypertrophy, how to increase muscle size. That's what hypertrophy means. So I'm going to kind of start a coaching series where we're going to run through how to train for hypertrophy, how to train for maximal strength, how to train for power, how to train for strength endurance, anyway, etc. Okay? But today's video topic is going to be how to train for hypertrophy. So the main thing you want to do when training for hypertrophy is a rep range from 8 to 12. What this is going to do is allow you to have optimal muscle growth and increase muscle size as long as you're going 8 to 12 reps in that rep range at about 75 to around 80% of your 1 rep max. So you should be going heavy, but you should be able to get more than 8 or at least 8 and then no more than 12. That's ideal. So when you're training for hypertrophy, you can go 3 to 5 sets per exercise. To keep in mind, it's about anywhere from 10 to 20 sets per muscle group per week. So let's say I'm training chest and I do 6 sets of chest one training session and I hit chest twice a week. I want to hit it at least 4 times the next day to get the 10 sets per week. And the 10 to 20 is different for everyone. Some people can make growth and big improvements at 10 sets. Some people may need 15, 16, but kind of the cap is 20 sets per week per muscle group. So if you're new to training, start with 10, see how it goes. If you need to increase, go up to 11, 12 sets. Do that for a few weeks, and if you're seeing growth, keep going until you plateau, and then just keep adding volume and intensity. Let's see. While you're doing hypertrophy training, make sure you I like to train to failure or really close to failure. So that's how I like to train. If you want to go RP, stuff like that, you have to look up some video about some guy explaining RP to you, but for me, I like to train to failure. So what we got 3 to 5 sets in the rep range from 8 to 12, and then we want to know our rest periods, right? So how much rest you take kind of depends on how much training you've done, but ideally it's anywhere from no rest to 60 seconds of rest for hypertrophy. You could go up to 1.5 minutes, especially if you're new to training and you're really exhausted between sets. You're a minute's gone by, you're there's no way I can do this again. Try 1.5 minutes. But if you've been training for a while, try to keep it under 1 minute for your rest times. And then, like I said, if you can easily hit 12, maybe you should cut the rest time in half, maybe do only 30 seconds to just keep that intensity up. So when you're training hypertrophy or when you're just training in general, if you're new to training and you're trying to build your own plan, what you want to do is focus on your main heavy compound lifts first. Bench press, overhead press, deadlift, squat, leg press, any compound movement where you're using more than one joint. So a bicep curl is a single joint movement, so that would be afterwards. So focus on those main compounds and then move into your accessory work. That's what I like to do. So for example, I just hit a push day, so chest, triceps, shoulders. And what I did first was incline dumbbell bench because I'm trying to hit that upper chest, so a compound movement. Then I moved into an overhead press, another compound. Then I did flat dumbbell bench and skull crushers. So those were all compound movements. Skull crushers is debatable if it's compound. There's a little bit of shoulder action as well. But yeah, so you do your compounds first, and then I move on to my accessories. I'll do cable flies for chest, rope pull downs for triceps, lateral raises, things like this. The single joint movements after my heavy compounds, or just my harder compounds. That's what I like to focus on, because the compound lifts will increase muscle size better than if you just do accessories all day, in my personal opinion. Also, like I said, you need to train harder than last time. Shout out Coach Greg. But when you train, you need to keep progressively overloading. So if you did 3 sets of 12 at 30 pounds, try to do 3 sets of 13 at 30, okay? If you can do that, then add 5 pounds and try to get 3 sets of 12 at 35. And every time you can do it, either add more sets, more reps, or add weight. And to improve, you don't have to be adding weight all the time. Like I just said, 3 sets of 12 at 30 pounds, maybe you can go 4 sets of 12 is your next goal. Instead of ramping up the weight, increase the volume, and that's a great way to improve as well. Finally, if you're a moderate to advanced lifter and you're looking for hypertrophy gains and you're kind of plateaued, supersetting is a great way to increase the intensity and to help make more gains. So if you've just been doing straight sets, like you have a 3x12 of bench press and you're not doing anything paired with that, so a superset would be 2 exercises back to back with no rest. So in that example, you do a bench press and maybe a cable fly, and you're going to do tons of volume on the chest in a shorter period of time, increasing the intensity and hopefully helping your chest grow. So supersetting is a great way to increase the intensity and to make more gains if you're plateauing. So that about wraps up for hypertrophy. So 3 to 5 sets for each muscle group, 10 to 20 sets per week per muscle group, with a rep range of anywhere from 8 to 12 and a rest of 0 to 60 seconds. So I hope this helped you guys if you're trying to train for hypertrophy. And thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. Think about subscribing. I'm gonna have more videos like this, coaching you guys like for strength, how to train for power, things like that. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.